Hello and welcome back to Your Turn. I'm your host, Nazi Javid, here at TV50 with Bob Kennedy. We call him SoCooL Bob here in Sonoma County. We were just talking about the site SoCooL Bob. Has a site, SoCooL.com and SoCoolTV.com. What is that about?
Well, that is a demonstration of that customized video player that I was just talking about. There's probably, well, I always describe there's way more videos than anybody on the planet's ever going to want to watch.
Wow.
The only person that'll ever see them all is me, because I created the players. But I won't watch them again. I did watch them maybe a few times to see it. But it demonstrates that you can create what I call an interactive television show that could be an hour and a half or 2 hours that didn't even cost you anything to produce. Because you're taking videos that you choose to tell your audience from YouTube, and YouTube people are uploading, you know, millions of them a day nowadays to create that video. That video is a television show that makes it possible to create an audience. And the most important message that I'm attempting to communicate to business people, just like I did back in 1995, is that without them knowing it or not necessarily, this technology change has changed totally the way they should be producing their websites. Now that includes, by the way, KFTY.com, KZST.com, KSRO.com, and anybody else, especially a company or an organization who has a desire to communicate with an audience, which theoretically is what the website's all about.
Right.
Because a video is way more powerful than words.
Sure.
We all know the words, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Some of us know that a video is 30 pictures per second.
Yeah, pictures, that's why we call them live pictures.
And what does that make its value in terms of communication? It also includes sound. And it's easy to describe. It's the closest thing to being there. So when we do video on a website, we create reality for people. And they don't have to be clicking and pushing and reading and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sorry for those people that really love reading, and I'm not criticizing reading by any stretch of the imagination.
That's my next question.
But if the internet had begun in 1995 as television, we wouldn't be doing all this clicking and reading, and we wouldn't have learned how to type like we have.
True. Because
that's the only thing that was possible then. That's all changed. It's all totally changed.
Do you feel like, you know, we're going out with television and in with the internet? I mean, we have video easily accessible for free. Why are we going to keep TV around? Is that, what do you think about that?
Well, absolutely not. What the I read it yesterday in the Chronicles, matter of fact, the demographics indicates that people spend less time now watching the actual TV set, but that's going on for a long time because of the internet in the first place. They're now watching more video online. But to me, that's the same thing. It's just a different method of delivery.
Okay.
It also, if you think in a positive way, which we all should, you've got a sign in there that tells you that you should, it means that KFTY actually should be a lot more powerful than it was, not less powerful. Because they can create the video, and then they can capture it, encode it, put it on their website, and also understand the benefit of giving and allow their customers to put it on their website. And say, here, now we've got even more benefits for you. Not only do we broadcast it on television, we also broadcast it on our web pages 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, which anybody who's ever tried to get an audience understands the benefit of that.
Sure.
And I can describe it, but we won't. But not only that, you can put the video that we just did on your website. You don't even have to make them come to our website. You can put it on your website, which is as close to home as it can get.
Right.
In other words, it increases the value of your ability to broadcast and your understanding of how to do it.
Why is that so important?
Oh, because this communication skill, in my belief, and I think there's a lot of little skills that we have as human beings, and our livelihood and how everything works in the world depends on our skills. The most significant of all of our skills is the ability to communicate. Back and forth. It's not only the speaking part, which we sometimes know about. We get two of these and one of these.
Listen more than you speak.
But it's the back and forth that takes place between human beings that makes it possible for us to improve each other. And that's kind of the essence of the rule. You know, the number one rule in life, when they ask the master, okay, could you get this down to a short thing? I mean, could you, instead of all the complicated stuff, could you keep it short? Sure. Appreciate the big fella, the man who makes good things possible, the power, God, and love yourself as you love others, which I submit is 2 commands, but it essentially says there's a process that we should use for ourselves and others. Some of us don't even use it with ourselves, let alone for others.
True. Dialogue, not monologue. We're going to take a really quick break and then come back and tell you more about the site and how you can get in contact with Sonoma County SoCooL Bob. We'll be right back.